the temps start to drop, that means it's time to heat things up in the kitchen. And there is one dish in particular that never skips a beat this time of year. Soup!
You got that right. And Maria recently caught up with senior food editor at Yankee Magazine, Amy Traverso, to get some recipe inspiration.
So good to see you.
Yeah, so good to see you too.
I'm a soup girly.
Me too.
I love soup season.
Like one pot meal is my favorite kind of meal.
And this one smells delicious. What do you have for us today?
Okay, so I love this dish. It's so easy. It's a sausage and gnocchi soup, which is
sold.
Gnocchi, my friend David Leet, who's a food writer, introduced me to this idea that like gnocchi, which I just bought these are like, I got these at Italy, they are dumplings and you can put them in soup and they act like, you know, a good dumpling.
And they hold up.
They hold up.
Really, really well.
Yeah, so instead of noodles, instead of whatever,
That's
rice, try gnocchi.
It's made out of potatoes, so
exactly.
It works perfectly.
So I have here the almost done version. So we've got sausage, I cooked off aromatics like, you know, carrots, celery, onion, garlic.
Did you use links or did you use like the crumble?
I took the links and I took the meat out and broke it up. And so it's just already quite delicious. Chicken stock, a little olive oil. That's it. So simple. The sausage does all the work of flavoring.
That's right.
And then you can put in your tomatoes. So this is just 2 cans or 28 ounces of chopped tomato.
Okay.
And so you just let that cook.
Are those like whole, good San Marzano tomatoes?
These are good. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Because if you're not using a ton, I think you gotta spend the money
on the good ones. And then you can put as much and it's many greens in it. It could be any green. It could be spinach. It can be chard. It can be really truly whatever, kale if you chop it up fine.
And it's amazing how it shrinks down. I'll start with a pile of spinach this high. It whittles down to nothing, so don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
It's good for you.
Yeah, it looks like a lot, but it won't end up being a lot. So I made this one yesterday, and as everyone knows, soup tastes better the next day.
It does,
so I thought we could eat this one.
So how long do you recommend cooking that for?
This one, like, you could do it as little as 20 minutes, or you could leave it on for like a very low simmer for an hour and just get the flavor.
Kind of one of those things that if you got to eat it, but the longer the better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for a little more oomph, you could also add a little glug of white wine, which would be delicious.
Oh, okay.
It's not in the recipe. That's just like a little.
Should we serve it up?
Yes.
Wow, that looks so good.
And I made some sourdough bread yesterday, so we can have that with our soup. And it's like the ultimate cozy winter meal.
There you go. And then you're gonna top that with a little Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yes. Do you want? I'll do that, and you can.
Okay.
Let me get out of your way here. I'll do this one.
Soup for 2. This smells so good. And you're right. The sausage, when you're using good sausage, it has so much flavor in it that's gonna help you along. You don't have to worry about seasoning too much there.
Absolutely. And the Parmesan is really, here, let me give you some, because it really does kind of finish the dish in a way that's really meaningful.
And like you said, one pot.
Yes,
that means only one pot that you have to worry about.
And everyone in my family loves it. Every time I make it for people, they love it. It's just perfect winter soup.
That's delicious.
Healthy. Yeah.
So any tips when it comes to the prepping of it? Because with soups, that's kind of the hard part, is just getting everything organized.
I mean,
it's delicious.
You know, slicing the carrots rather than dicing them, it saves time.
Slicing instead of dicing.
Yeah, slicing in the celery as well. But the important thing with this soup is that the sausage is doing all the work of flavoring the soup.
It's got some kick.
Yeah, it has, and you can use spicy sausage. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you could use chorizo, like vegan chorizo sausage. So you can make it as spicy as you want. Also, you know, just letting the sausage brown, because brown is flavor. So let it really cook until it's nice and browned, and then you add the onions and carrots and celery.
Creating all those
Then
layers.
you add the stock, and you've got, lots of layers of flavor.
Amy, you're the best. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy soup season.
Happy soup season.
Come back anytime.
Thanks.